Thank you, and please visit again.
What is up, loyal lads and ladies? My name is Midnight Wolf, and welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen. And this is, I guess you could lump this into the Life Among the Stars, but really this one is kind of a follow-up episode to our event that we had last weekend. We did a Quantanium Prospector mining event where the goal was to try to mine as much Quantanium as we could. We also had like 3 different roles. We had the actual miners themselves, who each one had their own prospectors. We had scouters, which their responsibility was to go out and search for the Quantanium ahead of everyone else in hopes that they could find something worth cracking open. And then the third role was security. And overall, I think it went fairly decent. Definitely probably a couple things that we could probably improve on. But definitely think that overall it was a great event. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Star Citizen and how things work, once you mine something like the Quantanium, which is the most expensive like resource in the game currently, you have to go and refine it. Well, I guess you technically don't have to. I think you can sell it raw if you want to, but you get more money if you refine it. So we had all the miners refine it at the end, or refine all of their Quantanium by the end of the event. And so a lot of the work orders have finished. And I actually have one more that I've got to cash in on. And then I've had all the other miners send me the credits. I think I have everyone's. I'll double check with one of them here in a little bit whenever we start to add them all up. And we will kind of go over the total money earned. And then from there, we have a list of people here who participated. And each one has a percentage value next to their name. And that percentage value basically will be whether or not they get 100% of the cut. So we're going to break it all up and divvy it out evenly in terms of who would get what. However, if you have a specific percentage next to your name, you will only get a certain percentage of what your cut would have been if you had 100%. And the kind of criteria for that percentage was, did you stay for the entirety of the event, or like at what percentage did you stop participating, or did you come in late, or stuff like that. So basically that percentage is then of course factored in, and then whatever. So let's say for example, you only attended half of the event. Basically, you will have a 50% percentage next to your name, and whatever the cut is for everyone, you will take 50% of what everybody else would have or get individually. And then whatever the difference is that doesn't go to you would be added back into the people who participated 100% of the time, and then will be distributed to them evenly. So I hope that makes sense. I'll try to explain that maybe as I'm actually doing it. But I wanted to really go over that later on in this video. I do have a couple of other orders of business to take care of, such as I need to get me some armor from Grimhex real quick, because I've like run out of all my armor and stuff at the location I was at. And then also later on today, I do have an announcement in regards to our organization, and like kind of like a sneak peek. It kind of has to do with our first kind of promotion within the org. So I will go over that here after a while, and then we'll go from there. But I'm super excited to see how much we've earned as a group, and I look forward to giving everybody however much they've earned within their role. And yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and hop back into the verse. I think I might play a little bit of music in the background, but I'll keep it not that loud. I'll kind of keep it to where it's kind of mild, but it'll be basically just the generic Star Citizen ambience. I get this this music from YouTube. It's the title of it's Star Citizen Ambience, and then it has like 3+ hours of it. So it's just a good like background noise, I suppose. So yeah, I think that should be good. Yeah, let's go ahead and kind of head on over to Grimhex just for a moment. I just need to get me a couple of armor pieces here. That way I look the part. And then I will head on over to ARC L1 over there by ARC Corp, and that is where the last money or work order is. And then from there excuse me. From there, I should be able to head on over to Arc Corp and cash in that money, or transfer the Quantanium over into real money, or not real money, in-game money, the AUEC, and then from there, I'll be able to add that to the overall total, and then we will figure out what money goes where. So definitely can't wait to do that. Let's see, but yeah, let's get to Yela. I feel like I'm out of breath. I've got like a weird graphics thing going on. Everything appears kind of reddish for some reason. Maybe it's just temporary. That was kind of bizarre. Okay, let's get to Grimex. Where are you? There you are. I'm like really out of breath. It's kind of bizarre. In the event that like a hostile person takes me out here, then I'll just go straight on over to Arc L1 at that point, because I don't want to waste too much time doing this. I just figured, you know, what the heck. Anything that's like org related, I'm trying to stick with either my armor or whatever we establish as the actual org armor in the future. We don't technically have an armor set yet. I do want to, probably in the near future, maybe even in a stream, just kind of look out there and see what would really kind of match what we have kind of going on, especially like something that goes along with our organization color scheme that we've got. It's kind of like a light blue with like kind of like black and gray, like charcoal gray color schemes. So I definitely think that it'd be kind of neat if we can find something that is relatively close to that, even if it's just like all gray or all dark gray, or you know, something that makes kind of sense for what we are and what we're all about. But that's, I mean, we might could get to that later on today. It'll just kind of depend on what all we get done today. But honestly, I might actually have time to do that later on. So that'll be that's like lower on the priority list today. So don't worry. We're gonna cover the more important stuff first, before that. So, but yeah, I hope everybody's day is going well. Mine was pretty good. Started the day off with work, of course, and then after work, actually helped out at my church's food bank, food pantry, and that was fun. I haven't gotten to do that in a while, and it was really neat to be able to actually do that. I may not even have to leave my ship at all. I might, if I have some armor in the inventory, I might be okay. Let's see here. We've definitely got my helmet. You know what? I might even bring some backpacks while I'm at it. But yeah, I'll bring some of this armor with me too, and I'll store it probably at ARCL1 until I leave there to go to back to Microtech area, because eventually, or like the next like character reset that we have to do, probably after 317, I would imagine there's probably going to be a character reset, which is only like the aesthetic. You know, you have to basically customize your character again, that sort of thing. No, as of right now, I don't think 317 is going to have any other wipes other than most likely just a character reset. So that's definitely good news to hear. So I'm going to do that, and I think this will be my like main backpack, at least for now, for this particular style, because it's low profile. It still holds a decent amount in it, but I like that it's low profile. It kind of matches the armor set fairly well. I mean, the digital part, maybe a little out of place, but not too bad. So anyways, I think at this point now I just need to load up some gear. Let's start off with the backpacks, because that's something that I need to be able to transport later, or you know, for sure. Let's see. Boom. Boom. So one of the things that I plan on doing whenever I do the announcement is, like, as I'm doing the announcement, I will go to the actual org page, and I think I can actually rank this individual up on there and give him a higher status. So that's what I will do as soon as I start covering the announcement. But I'll do that. I'm thinking about doing that like after we go over the Quantanium stuff. Alright. Now if Squirrelord hops into the stream today, if you are watching right now, actually, I do have a question for you. Did you actually send me the credits? I saw that you had sent me the screenshots and stuff like that, but I need to make sure. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let me click other. Boom. I'll at least get this fully stocked with armor as best as I can. Yeah, it's probably gonna beam me out. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go back to the main lobby just to make sure. I don't want to be like flying off and then all of a sudden it gets stored, and then it may like kick me out like out in space. So I'll just double check really quick. But I'll definitely, if Squirrelord's not watching, I will definitely go and make sure of everything on the Discord. Pretty much like as I'm heading over to Arc L1 from Grimhex, I will go over that information with him if possible. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and store it just to make sure. That way I have plenty of time. So we should be good to go now. Hangar 3. I have a feeling that person is gonna want that elevator. Oh, yep. I'll just go to this one. Alright, Hangar 3. Greetings, everyone here watching. I mean, do I count? I think I'm watching. I'm watching myself. Alright, so I am going to basically go into quantum travel, and then I will hop into Discord real quick and see. Ooh. Let's look forward first. Boom. And go. There we go. Says 3 for you here. Nice.
You are clear to launch.
3 viewers. Oh, I apparently don't know how to fly. I blow up and lose like a bunch of money's worth of armor. That would be very unfortunate. Alright, so now we should be able to go straight to Arc L1. So this is the location we're going to head on over to. And that should be where the last money order is, or work order, or whatever they call it in Star Citizen. Alright, let's hop on over to the Discord real quick. Discord. Hey, how's it going, Squirrel Lord? Hey, I do have a question for you actually. So, have you already sent me the money from the Quantanium, or did you are you waiting on that? What about any of the tan or desert armor colors for org armor? That'd be cool. That was recommended by Scott B. Oh, we've got it. Oh, okay. You plan to buy an ArcCorp cargo soon? It will be for a future. Oh, nice. Let's look at the screenshots. Oh, it looks like he might have sent it to me privately. So looks like he's got a. So we've got squirrel. He sent over 2,000. AUEC. Another one is 3,000. 1,029. And then another one that's 1,255 AUEC. And then another one that's 354. It's a big difference compared to those first few. 376 AUEC. All right. Let's see. And then I know that Scott, he sent me one, I think in the private messages as well, of how much that he got. He earned. Man, I ran out of room here. I think I got plenty actually. Scott, he earned. Listen, I put a dollar sign. It's not dollars. 944,840 AUEC. You sent the picture. How much of the money do I need to send? The Quantanium, or the values that you put on there, or that you sent to me, is totally fine. in terms of the screenshots. So if you want to add those up real quick and then send that over to me. And then I think I have everybody. So Kiro had a decent amount. He had 648,737 alpha UEC. Squirrel Lord, I could probably just add those up myself actually. So let me do that really quick. 2019. Oops. Plus 3,029 plus 1255 plus 354. That one cracks me up. Like the other ones are like 2,000, 3,000, 1,000, and 354,000. 376. So you would send over 360,679 is what I just now calculated. If you want to double check that with your calculations and before sending that, that's totally cool. So we've got that, and then let's add up the total I have real quick. Oh wait, no, I'm not ready to add mine up yet because I still have one more. I've got the last one. Yeah, Scott sent me over 944,000. Kiro already sent me his. So I think Squirrel Lord's the only one who hasn't sent me his. And once he does do that, and then, or as he's doing that, or, you know, as soon as he can do that, whichever comes, I will then do one last addition, and then of everything, and then we will go from there. All right. So send the money you made by selling the Quantanium. Yeah, absolutely. Or, you know, whatever amount that you would send me, just basically whatever those screenshots were that you sent me. Just add up all those screenshots and send that amount to me, and then I will add that to the grand total, and then I will then calculate how many or what a share of that amount would be. And then if you have 100%, you will get 100% of the share. If you have anything less than that, like 50%, for example, you will only get half of that share. Then whatever the other half of that share that doesn't go to that person who had 50%, that money will then be split up and then go into everybody else once again. So I will add that to the people who had 100%, basically. And basically what I mentioned earlier was to get 100%, you had to be there for the entirety of the event. If you were there for half of the time, you get 50%. And I think there was like one other value that was like less that I will give out. But anyways, yeah. Let's see where I'm at, actually, because I might actually be almost there. Oh, yeah, I'm already there. All right, so see you later, Alex. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. All right, sounds good, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'll go ahead and drop off everything here. All the armor and stuff. So that way I don't have to worry about losing that, plus all of the Quantanium that I'd be transporting, which shouldn't be a whole lot. I don't expect this last one to be a big order, but I don't really know how big it was. I can't remember. But there should be one last order to convert into AUEC. So once we do that, then we will add up all the totals. You could go over the changes you made to the Discord too. Yeah, I totally could actually. I've made a few changes, and I can go over that maybe here in a little bit, to go over the people who are members of the organization or affiliates, or even people who aren't necessarily affiliates or even members, but you know, maybe just viewers in general. There's gonna be some new, like, not necessarily rules, but a new format in how we're gonna keep track of everything. Definitely stay tuned, I guess, for that. So that was a great suggestion, Scott, and he actually suggested that we make a couple of these changes, and I thought they were really great ideas.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Alright. You know, actually, I could probably just park this way. And success.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
While we're here, let's go ahead and repair and all that good stuff. And power off. Alright, vehicle to local. I look forward to transfer all button. It's gonna be nice when we can actually do that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I wish I had more time to have prepared for this. I would have totally done this off camera, but I literally like got home like not that long ago before I started the stream. All right, we got that taken care of. Now I need to go into the station. Woo! Oh, I don't normally exit. I don't normally land this direction, so it kind of like disoriented me for a second. I was about to run the opposite direction. You plan on putting together a low-flying event soon, not this weekend, but possibly the next. I'll give you more details as you figure out. Oh, nice. Yeah, I definitely look forward to that. So what all will that entail, Scorelord? And for those of you who may not know Scorelord, he's another streamer of Star Citizen. So if you haven't already, definitely go check him out. He's a pretty cool dude. He has some good tutorial type stuff as well, and he likes playing. So. And he's not a member of the organization, but he's kind of a friend of the organization. So definitely great to have some allies like that. So let's see, here we go. And store. speaking of organization, if you haven't already, definitely go check out our organization on the on the RSI website. If you're interested in joining us and in taking part in these adventures that we do and events, definitely feel free to join us. You don't necessarily have to be a member of the organization. You could certainly be an affiliate, because you may not totally abide by the values of the organization. We are kind of a non-hostile organization, so like piracy and all of that's kind of forbidden, like as true members of the organization. However, if you're an affiliate, I mean, as long as you know don't do those things in the name of the organization, you know what you do with your personal time is totally up to you. But yeah, that's kind of the way I see it in terms of like affiliates, and so that way it allows you guys to be kind of a part of things, especially if you are more of into the piracy type stuff. You can still be a part of our community, just in terms of like our official like org, like I guess not necessarily events, because events can also include affiliates as well. But whenever we become more of a serious like companion slash security kind of organization, you probably, as a pirate, you're probably not going to really be a part of those sort of like outings. So there will be that level of exclusivity, but that is not like any kind of like silly event that we do, or like the pirate, or not like piracy, but the what am I trying to say? The like PvP things that we do won't always be just like org members. It allows us to train and that sort of thing. So if that makes sense, I'm kind of rambling on and about all of that. But okay, not too bad. Select storage option and store it in work order delivered. So now it's all in the Cutlass Black. But yeah, like we certainly will have plenty of events that is kind of all inclusive and everybody can hop in. But there might be the occasional event that is more member focused. So that's basically a summary of what I was trying to say earlier. Is that so? Hey, how's it going, punks? Oh, hello. What? Where did he vanished before my eyes? All right, cool. So you plan on having a low-flying event on Microtech, 3 events in total. The final event will involve the Argo cargo. Let's just say shenanigan. Okay. Well, I'm intrigued by this. How much? How much what? Are you asking about how much? We haven't actually gone over that just yet. We are in the process of... I've got the last work order, and it's loaded up on my Cutlass Black. I'm going to take that on over to ArcCorp and then cash it in. And then once it's cashed in, all of my work orders will be locked in. Squirrelord has to send over his cut of everything. And then once I receive it all, then I will calculate what each share will be, and then we'll kind of go from there. So, shenanigans. if I ever get a Star Citizen, I'm have a criminal piracy organization. Nice. See, and that's awesome. Like, you know, we need the bad guys in the world, so to really thrive as an organization. So I am totally like all for that, and I encourage that when we do these sort of events that are more geared to, like, for instance, the quantum mining org or the quantum mining event that we did. I encourage people to come and try to pirate that, and that gives our security people some content and allows them to practice too, to really get good at like at security and within the game. So I definitely encourage any like pirate organizations that when we do these sort of events to definitely to crash them. However, there might be some that it's like that really doesn't have anything to do with like pirate organizations, and so like stuff like where we do like our own like little PvP events, I would say, yeah, probably I wouldn't really be as cool, I guess, with somebody crashing that type of event, or even like racing, for example, because I mean we're kind of just doing an event that has nothing to do with piracy really. But you know, the events where we're like kind of making money together as an organization, like the mining and stuff like that, or we might do like data running type stuff in the future whenever data running becomes a thing. You know, it's just, you know, random stuff like that. If people want to pirate that, that's totally cool. I like the idea. You are now my rival. Hey, bring it on. Bring it on. You would have been much happier to have had to deal with other players than to have blown myself up. There you go. But yeah, no, I encourage that. I think that would be really fun. Hey, it looks like somebody's about to do some possible Quantanium mining. They at least got their Prospector out. So I would, if I had to make an estimate, we're nearing about 3 million AUEC, just based off of what I've seen. So that's not bad at all, and that would be a nice payout to each individual person who participated. So definitely look forward to that. Alright, we need to go to ArcCorp, set. You would cash your ship into you just to make a point. Oh, you would crash your ship into just to make a point. Well, I mean, that is fair. As long as it's not a pad ram. That is totally cool, though. I want to get good at PvP, and the only way to get good at PvP is to have people attack. So, you know, if anybody does want to attack me at any moment, definitely feel free to. The only way to get good at it is practice, really. So, that's kind of my mentality on that whole thing. This game is really beautiful sometimes. Oh, I mean, it's beautiful so often. Mainly like I'm a big fan of the sunrises and sunsets. Like CIG did an outstanding job with those. On just about any planet you're on too. It's like every planet, just their sunsets and sunrises and all that just looks so beautiful. Alright, we need to go to Area 18. I probably should have set my spawn while I was here, but that's okay. I should be okay. As long as I don't crash. I say that, and then probably what's going to happen is I'm going to crash. Oh, you only have a console, so you can't play Star Citizen? Yeah, I was definitely in your shoes at a couple of years ago. Actually, I only had a PlayStation 4 Pro, but then I came across Star Citizen, and at that point, I was like, I gotta build me a PC, and so I actually little bit by little bit bought a part at a time. Uh, and over the course of I think a year, it took me probably a year to actually get the thing built. But once I was able to actually build it, yeah, the very first thing that I got or bought after that was Star Citizen, and so I'm definitely I definitely do not regret that decision at all. It is everything that I thought this game was going to be and more. And I love playing this game so much. It just, you experience things that you never experience in any other game. Yes, there's a lot of bugs and crashes and issues like that, but if you can kind of look past that, I mean, this game is just outstanding. And so probably the next thing that I do in regards to like PC upgrades and stuff like that is probably the next thing will be getting a new monitor, and it'd be nice to be able to dual monitor at that point. I don't know, we'll see if I can dual monitor using my, because right now I'm playing on a TV, which is not ideal for PC play. The refresh rates on the TV aren't the greatest, and it's only a 1080p TV. I would definitely like to get at least a 2K monitors of some sort, but I would definitely like to at least have two monitors. But I'm wondering if I can do dual monitors with the TV and the monitor. I think I can. I think I've seen it done, so I should be able to. That shouldn't be an issue. But I definitely want to do that in the near future. That will be probably the next major upgrade that I do in regards to PC type stuff. And then after that, I will upgrade my GPU. Even though Star Citizen is more CPU, I really, right now, my weakest link is my graphics card. So I definitely think that I need to upgrade that fairly soon. At least get an RTX, because it has like ray tracing capabilities, and I'm not sure if Star Citizen has ray tracing yet, but in the event that they ever do add ray tracing of some sort, it'd be nice to have a graphics card that's ready for it. So there's that, and then probably after that I would probably upgrade my CPU to like the Ryzen 9 of whichever version of the Ryzen 9 that I can get my hands on. We could do events of my I have actually wanted to do that, where we the organization battle. Like, if we can get to where if you're able to get a gaming PC and Star Citizen, it'd be really neat to kind of have a quote unquote rival organization, and obviously it'd be all for fun. I mean, that's what it'd be really meant for. But it'd be kind of neat to kind of have that conflict. So I'm definitely all for that. Whenever you're able to make the plunge. But yes, we are the Loyalians. So, thank you, Scott, for answering the question. And our organization has lore affiliated with it. I did quite a bit of research within the lore of Star Citizen in regards to kind of where our tribe or organization is based. We're more of a tribe than an organization, really. Like, kind of like almost like a race of people. Kind of like the Mandalorians. you're gonna see probably that, and especially in the name Loyalian, it definitely is inspired by the Mandalorians. So, um, but I like the concept of loyalty and family and kind of unity and all that stuff. So that is kind of the main, or those are kind of some of the core values of the organization as well. But we do have kind of like a home planet that the lineage is kind of affiliated with, but there's some interesting history in regards to that home planet, in which there's really no Loyalians that live on our planet currently, within the game, of course, within the lore of everything. That being said, we're not really a roleplay org. I mean, if people want to kind of create like a backstory for their characters, I definitely encourage that. I think that's cool. I think it just helps strengthen the organization and the lore behind it. But it's not really necessarily a hardcore roleplay organization. But it's just kind of one of those, like, if you want to do it, it's cool. I'm a big lore fan. I like bits of lore, and so I like to be creative and think about things like that. So it's a little nerdy and a little geeky, but I don't care. It's cool to me. So. So you're a security and merchant tribe? Kind of, not necessarily. I wouldn't say merchant. I often say that we're kind of I kind of wish there was like a category called companion. So basically, the idea is, like, one of the things that I think of whenever I think of the companion is I think of a game called Skyrim, a little game called Skyrim, and you could essentially not. I mean, I'm not referring to the companions, because there is an actual group called the companions, but rather they're kind of like a hunting group, and within the game's lore and all that stuff. But I'm more thinking of, like, there's hired people, like hired guns, or, well, I say guns, it's swords and stuff like that. But basically hired companions that can follow you around and go on adventures with you. And so that's kind of where I've taken that inspiration, that, we're kind of the good guys on the good side of the law, and any like citizen would kind of reach out to us to be kind of an extra set of hands. So if that is security, or they need help with mining, if they need help with transport, if they need help with escort, which kind of goes hand in hand with security, or like bodyguard, or just various things like that's kind of where our organization would kind of fall at. Now, right now it's kind of hard to do all that, because there's not, I mean, you can kind of do that through the global chat, but there's really not a way to like create a job such as that, other than like create like a service beacon, which the beacons right now are very limited right now in terms of how you do them. Let's pull that up real quick, actually. Like, beacons right here, you can create a beacon, and people can request escorting, and then the destination, or medical assistance, or personal transport, stuff like that, is something that we would be doing within there, and we would have like certain rates and that sort of thing to do those sort of services, and they'd be reasonable. They wouldn't be crazy amounts of money, but just, basically just a helpful organization. That's kind of my dream, I suppose, in terms of getting our organization kind of established and whatnot. So for people who want to kind of do those sort of things, definitely feel free to join our organization. And like I said, if you want to create backstory for your character that kind of falls in line with the lore that is posted on the website, or on the RSI website, definitely feel free to do so. All it does is just adds to our lore and all that stuff. So I definitely encourage that. Zigzag. Hey, how's it going, Zigzag? You're part of the Phase 1 Industries. We are a group that cooperate and make sure we do logistics and mercenary operations lawful. Nice, Squirrelord. That's awesome, man. So yeah, that's a great organization to be kind of allies with. And so at least in terms of us and Squirrelord, we're cool with him, and we're allied with him specifically. Now, if he wants to kind of reach out to his org and make that an official thing where we're kind of allies with each other, that is totally cool. But I'll kind of leave that up to Squirrelord, and if he wants to relay that information. All right, awesome, man. I appreciate you, Squirrelord. So your gameplay will consist of being a jack of all trades: cargo, mining, salvage, medical, exploration, etc. Exactly. That's kind of what we would be. The only things that we wouldn't do, I know that's for you specific, Scott, but in terms of the org as a whole, the only things that we wouldn't do that is kind of related to the org in general is like the bad stuff, like piracy and being hostile, or the kidnapping type stuff, the other stuff that you'll be able to do within the game that's not necessarily in yet but is considered illegal, or drug running and all that stuff.
Now arriving.
Or smuggling, whatever's considered bad, which smuggling, that's debatable. Like that one technically can there, if there's a good cause behind smuggling, then I guess it could be considered a good thing. Like let's say you're at war with another group of people, then you can like smuggle stuff like resources into enemy territory and that sort of thing. So that would be a good use of smuggling. But so we could do stuff like that if we're ever like at war with another tribe in the future or something like that. All right, we need to go to the trade division. Open sesame. All right, so we finally made it to the trading terminals here. And we want to sell. We're going to pick our destination. And first things first, I'm going to sell the barrel, which is 2,275. Sell. The quartz, 931 AUEC, and sell. And now for the good stuff. So we're gonna make 163,856. 163. Oh, I didn't catch all of that. Darn it. It's at least 163,000. I might have to go back on the video. Oh, here we go. 163,856. There we go. All right, so I've got all of mine. Looks like Squirrelord is sending over 360. 360,673. Thank you, Scott. All right. Did you already send it, Scorelord? I can't remember where that was at. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're at 3.8. Oh, there it is. Awesome. So we've got all of it. So, time to add everything up. So, I'm just going to kind of go to this screen for a second. And pardon me for not really talking much at this point, because I'm going to be calculating everything, and then I will tell everybody the grand total, and then once the grand total is announced, then I will divide that total amongst the total amount of people, and then each total, or once it's divided up, that will be what a share is. And then if you have 100%, if you are a part of the event 100% of the time, you will get 100% of your share. If you were only there for like half of the event, you would only get 50% of what your share was. And then whatever the value that you didn't have, or that you're not going to receive, will then be dispersed amongst the people who were there for 100% of the time. So there's that, which most of you guys were. There's only like two or three people, looks like, that weren't there the entire time. So not too shabby. So let me do that real quick. All right, so I'm gonna go probably silent for a moment while I add this up, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and I have calculated everything that needs to be calculated. I do apologize for how long it took me to do that. So, overall, it was a pretty good profit. We, as an organization, we were able to raise up 2,240,939 AUEC. So therefore, each share, due to there being 10 of us total for the entire event, there was 10 of us. Each share is 224,094. Now, that being said, there were people that only got 10%, and then there were people that only got 50% because they showed up later in the event, or they left early. The people who only are going to get like 10% of the share, Comarine, you're going to get a 10% of that share. And TJ Fire, you're also the other one that's going to get 10% of what a share would be. Then there was a couple people who kind of left early, so they get 50% of the share, and that would be Dismer and Plain Bagel. So that means that you, the people who got 10%, you're going to get 22,409 AUEC. The people who got who are going to have 50%, you're going to have 112,047 AUEC. That's how much will be paid out to you. And then that money that you guys won't get because of only having us like half of the event or less, the difference of that amount is going to then be fed back into the people who were there for the entire part of the event. So therefore, that bumps up their share amount. Each one of them is going to be 328,671. Yeah, I hope that made sense, everybody. So the people who are going to get the 328,671, that should be Scott, Howdy Nick, Kiro, Squirrel, Stranger Beast, and Zigzag. So I hope that is everybody. I hope I didn't leave anybody out, but I'm pretty certain I have everybody written down that participated, and that is how we are going to dish out the money. So I hope that makes sense, you guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm going to start just going down my list, and whatever I read, that's the order that I'm going to dish out the money. So let's go to the trading little widget here. And the first person is going to be Scott. So let's hop down. Scotty B. Carvalho. You're going to get your 328,671. So you should be. That should be sent. You're good. Yes, make another transfer, even though this button doesn't work. So I'll just have to exit out and then go into the next one. I can't wait for that button to actually work. All right, the next one is Comarine. Let's see if I can find him. Comarine. There you are, Comarine. You are going to receive 22,409. All right, and send. So let me mark those two out. All right, next one. Contract. Oh, not wrong one. MO Trader is the one I needed. All right, the next one is going to be Dismer. Where are you? There's so many names. Oh, I didn't see Dismer's. Am I not friends with... Oh, there you are. Tribe is the name. Okay. So, 112047. That is your share. All right. So mark you out. Begin. Howdy, Nick. You're going to get 328,671, which should be the same amount as Scott. Howdy, Nick. I hope your name... Because if some of these might be hard to find. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you have the same name. Some people's names don't match, like in Discord and on YouTube and on the actual game itself. So if I leave anybody out from my list, based on not being able to find your name, definitely let me know. All right. So howdy, Nick. Yeah, you get 328,671 and send. And MO Trader, begin. So howdy, Nick, yours is done. Kiro, you too are going to get 328,000 blah 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 blah. Yeah, so let's find you. I could probably just search it and it'd probably be easier. There you are, Kiro. 328,671. Send. Make another transfer. No. Alright. The next one. MO Trader. Alright, Sekiro's done. Squirrel Lord, you're up. Let me see if I can just type it. Maybe that'll be faster. Squirrel Lord. It's gonna search the entire universe. Probably should just find it. Squirrel Lord, Sniper Squirrel. Should be the same one. You are 328,671. Oh, I put a comma. You're not supposed to do that. 328,671. All right. So now that's Squirrel Lord, Stranger Beast. You're next. Let's see. Stranger Beast. There you are, Stranger Beast. You too will receive 328,671. All right. Next one. So that was Squirrel or Stranger Beast rather. TJ, that one, I know that one, he has a different name, so I'm gonna have to probably go a little slow. It's like, I think it's like Tyler J or something like that. I'll be able to know it once I see it. Versus Tyler Jones. That's it. you get 22,409. All right, send. Next one is Zigzag. You will get wrong one. Let's see. Zigzag, Zigzag. There you are, Zigzag. You are going to also get 328, 671. Send. And Plain Bagel, you are the last recipient. You will get 112,047. $112,047. All right, I think that covers everybody. Make another transfer? No. All right. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what's funny? And it's totally fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me at all. But I literally just gave you guys all of my share. That is totally fine, though. You guys deserve it. I appreciate all of your guys' hard work. Yeah, you guys have been awesome to me, and I really do appreciate you guys' help and support and all of that. Without you guys, this community wouldn't exist. So ultimately, I just want to say thank you for that. And I'm not concluding this video just yet. We still got other business to attend to first. But I want to express my gratitude to you guys, and I look forward to doing more of these events in the future. You guys are awesome, and I'm grateful for you guys. I really am. And so yeah, I don't know what else to say other than how grateful and blessed I am to be a part of this community with you guys. So I really do appreciate it. But the org brought you a prospector to do the event. See, there you go. Yeah, the org bought me a prospector. That is true. Scott. So that will do it in terms of the the org event, the prospector mining event. I think it was pretty successful. I think it was quite the experience, and I look forward to doing that again in the future whenever maybe we can get more people involved with the prospectors and whatnot. So, but for now, we will move on to the next event in the near future. That one will be a racing event, and that will involve the Gray Cat buggies, where we will be able to go to Orison. We have a track picked out of where we want our little buggy race to occur, and the winner of that event will receive a prize money of whatever you guys are willing to donate. So we're going to kind of do another prize pool like we did with the 890 event, and basically I would just have you guys donate the money to my account, which would be Sean Wolf. we're not ready for that yet, so don't worry about donating it yet. But whenever we get more information about this race, there will be a time to donate. Once you donate to me, I will keep that money safe and secure, and then the winner of that race will receive all of that money. So we will do another prize event, and so. That is something that I really want to do quite a bit on is that we might do like some minor events here and there, but between now and then, mainly because I mean I gotta do some stuff to get some money in this game, because I'm starting to dip down a decent amount, and so I need to be able to have enough to add to the prize pool. I want to contribute as well, so. I'll definitely be probably doing a lot of grinding the next couple of weeks to get prepared for that event. And then I think from there, yeah, we should be good in terms of that announcement. But now we have the actual main announcement. So one of the commenters in this video that you guys have probably seen in the live chat, he's been pretty active today, which is awesome. Scott, thank you, guys. Thank you, brother, for all of your help, man. You kind of allowed, or you kind of helped me with the event as well. I mean, you helped manage it, and you had really great ideas and all that. And so, but before that, before the event, I actually reached out to him and asked him to. Kind of like my organization partner, so he will be kind of basically me, like a secondary me, whenever I can't be around, and also he and I will bounce ideas off of each other of ways we can improve the org, and he's kind of just my organization partner, and we will definitely hopefully have some great ideas going, and be able to put our heads together. We're going to hold each other accountable. There might be times where one of us or both of us get like frustrated or irritated or something like that, and we'll hold each other accountable and that sort of thing. So so that is the major announcement in terms of the organization. Is he's kind of our number two. And so I'm actually going to go to the website now, and the RSI website, and I will actually promote him officially. Let me see how. I've never promoted anybody, so it's going to be quite the learning experience. Let me go official site. All right. Game, nope. Apps, nope. I need to go to community, that's it. Organizations. And go to my organization. Loyal. I've noticed that if you just type in loyal, like Loyal, you can find the Loyalians page easily. It's like the second option. It's got like a paw print, a blue paw print design. I semi-designed it, and then I had an artist friend make it more professional, because mine did not look as good as his. So we got members. I might have to go to admin settings. Yeah, I'll probably have to go to that first. Let's see, admin settings. Member, do I go to members? Yeah, here we go. So let's click on him. I don't have official names for for the ranks. Right now, it's just the generic ones that are default, which is Master, Expert, Veteran, Experience, Regular. So I'm just gonna make him rank Master rank. So I mean, he's pretty much, you know, on the same, I guess, level, if you want to call it that. Not that anybody's below us or at all. Just, you know, official titles and stuff like that. Role, I guess, officer, because there's a founder, recruitment, officer, branding. So I'll just make him officer, but I mean, he's a master rank officer. How about that? So, all right, save. So now he should have master rank officer, but that's not his official like title or anything like that. That's just the default names of everything. I'll definitely plan on going back through and changing those to unique titles and stuff like that. But I definitely plan on kind of going through the list of people that we have and kind of start the promotion with Scott, and then kind of trickle down and kind of see where each member's at, and then we'll kind of establish maybe specific roles for each person maybe within the organization. We'll see how all that goes, but congratulations, Scott, for your promotion within the organization. I really appreciate your help with everything. And I was mentioning that earlier, but I think I got sidetracked. That, you know, I had reached out to him beforehand to offer him that kind of role, and he was like, "Let me think about it," kind of thing. And then like the entire time during the event, he was basically doing things that just spelled out leader. And I just kept thinking to myself, man, he's perfect for the role. He's perfect for the role. And sure enough, he accepted the offer, and so now he is a high-ranking member of the Loyalians. So, like I said, congratulations, buddy. Who does number 2 work for? Who does number 2 work for? When Pyro comes in game, we need to find a volcano to have our headquarters in. Hello. We'll talk about that. Volcano kind of sounds more like a pirate organization. So, but we might find something interesting to kind of consider our quote unquote HQ. Probably something that reminds us, quote unquote, of home, and home being noble. So, which is like a foresty planet within the lore of Star Citizen. So, if you're not familiar with that, with like the different planets and stuff, there's a website, or like on the RSI website, which is the website that you get Star Citizen from and all that stuff. There's an actual app called the Star Map, I believe. I need to probably go back to that before I get myself lying. Yeah, the Star Map, and that is like basically a more in-depth version of what I'm about to show you. It's a more in-depth version of this map. So right now it only shows Stanton within the game, but the star map on the website shows every star system that is, you know, that CIG is wanting to add to the game. And one of those star systems is a system called Ellis. It's the Ellis system, and on Ellis is a planet called Noble, and that's where our organization is kind of from. And there's some pretty interesting tidbits of lore actually involved with that. So definitely go check out that star map if you're interested, and maybe you can find Ellis and find Noble and all that stuff, and then you can kind of read the little snippets of information actually about the lore of that planet. And then if you read that and then actually go to the Loyalians website or webpage on the RSI website, you're gonna see like kind of where I got the inspiration from when I wrote out all the lore and stuff. So It's from that star map information, and a little bit of from the Galactopedia as well. So I did quite a bit of research, and I was able to find like specific dates that kind of led up to the discovery of Noble and all of that stuff. So definitely cool information there if you're into that kind of thing. So anyways, yeah, so I think we've covered the main stuff that we were wanting to cover today. I can't think of anything else that I was really planning on doing today, actually. But that was the main thing, is hopping on and actually paying out paying everybody's share of the event. So yeah, now it's just kind of mess around and do whatever, I suppose. So what do you guys think? How did we do on the event? The people who participated, how did we do? Like, in your guys' opinion, are you guys happy with the payout? Or do you think that we could have probably made more? Is there something that we could have done better? I mean, I'm all for feedback and all that stuff. So definitely, if you guys want to just say anything in the live chat about that, definitely feel free to. The more criticism we get, the more we can improve, I think. So definitely don't hesitate there. It's such a cool area here, especially with the sun just peeking around that corner there. And do you guys have any questions about how I paid out everything, or like how I calculated everything? I mean, I guess I can kind of go into that a little bit. And I kind of explained it, but maybe if I explain it a little differently. So I took the total amount that everybody made, and I divided it by 10, which is the amount of people that participated. Excluding myself. I did forget to add myself in the calculation, but that's totally fine. And once I divided it up between that, I got what the base share amount is, what everything is based off of. And then once I got the share amount, then I was able to go in and figure out, okay, if you had 100%, then you're good, or you would get the 100% of that share amount. And then if you didn't, then I would basically give you the percentage of whatever percentage that you were there. And then once I did that, I added up all of the deductions of the people who didn't get the total amount, that amount that's kind of just left over. I added all of that up, and then that was the new total amount, grand total amount, for the, I guess, escrow or whatever, that additional amount or whatever. And then I divided that between all of the people that had 100%. And so there was like 6 of them total. So I just divided that amount by 6, and that was added to the share amount, basically, if that makes sense. What ship is he gonna use? Just bought the Argo cargo, one step closer to pure shenanigans. Nice. Tara, I actually didn't have plans to hop into a ship. I'm about to, actually, but I haven't really discussed what I was gonna do next yet. Really just we just finished kind of some organization business involving our event that we had last weekend. We try to do some org events within our organization, and I was basically paying out the amounts that were owed to everybody who participated. But now I'm kind of just gonna do whatever. Probably gonna hop in and, I don't know, maybe do a couple of bounties or something. You know, something simple. And then, I don't know, from there, just hop off. I think I'm going the wrong direction. Yeah, there's that NPC. But yeah. You think Squirrel Lord is on your server, you go meet it and do some bounties in the hurricane? I don't plan on meeting up with anybody tonight because I'm not going to be on for much longer. I'm just going to kind of do some, like, maybe a couple missions here and there and then call it a night. But otherwise, yeah, I totally would do that. I think I keep going the wrong direction. I'm trying to go to city flights. I thought I went down the right path, but I guess I didn't. I'm not paying attention. There is where I need to go. You just logged off. You got to do grown-up stuff before you go to bed. You have several 12-hour shifts a day. Oh, that's no fun. I had 1 week during my whole, you know, extra hours fiasco for the last several months. I had 1 week where I basically worked 12s almost every day. And that was, excuse me, that was a grind. Gaming in real life comes first. Gaming? Oh wait, no, that's his name. Duh. In real life comes first. You're not wrong there, Scott. It's great to be a responsible member of society. You think we're all still beginners at mining? We'll get better with practice. You had fun practicing PvP with me. Have a wonderful night. Hey, you as well, Squirrel Lord. Absolutely, man. You take care and don't work too hard, man. Yeah, he did mention that little PvP. He and I, like, at the end of the mining event, he and I, just for fun, we did a little dogfight between the two of us. And it was a close match. He had the Gladius and I had an arrow. And I mean, it was kind of anybody's game at that point. But he came up on top. And so he definitely beat me. Maybe I'll learn and get him next time. Who knows? Or he'll just keep beating me. But he used the tactic that I had no idea was even in the game, so maybe that was what made or break it. No, I'm just kidding. You know, he's a great pilot. There's I guess a mechanic where if you deploy a thing called noise or something like that, or it's like kind of like a chaff or something, I don't know. But he deployed something, I guess, in my flight path, and I guess it disrupted my targeting system to where I couldn't target him. And that, like, paired with his distortion repeaters, I think he had distortions. That kind of really screwed things up in terms of me being able to target him after that. So, like, that was near the end of the fight, and so the last bit I couldn't target him, and he ultimately came up on top. So kudos to you, brother, for that. And who knows, maybe I'll get you next time. Gave you props for how well you did in the PvP. I appreciate that, man. That's one thing I wanted to definitely get better at, because I mean, in order to become a respectful, like, kind of a security / companion person within the verse, and / organization, there's gonna be times where I'm gonna have to be good to be able to defend the clients within the game. So Definitely need to get some good practice there. So maybe from time to time, Scorelord or any other people within our organization or even outside the organization, if you guys want to like do like PvP practice sessions, I think that'd be cool. Especially dogfighting. Even FPS would be a good one too.
From transforming worlds to exploring the stars, our corp is proud to bring the universe closer together. Our corp, investing in tomorrow's future.
Oh. That was bizarre. I looked down, I guess for a moment, I guess I still ran forward a little bit. And it really confused me that the other elevator opened up. Oh, goodness. I really do look forward to that racing event, by the way, Scott. Scott was the one who kind of came up with the idea of a race. And he picked out the location. And so I think it'd be really fun. We don't have a date for it just yet. But I think it's good that we don't, because I really want to be able to earn enough money in-game to then be able to contribute decently to the event. To the prize pool.
Clear to launch.
Oops. I got a little impatient there. Tell the audience how well the test went for us the other day. Test. The test, yeah. Oh, so yeah, Scott had already like previously found the location for the race.
Thank you.
And then we kind of had a decent sized group of us just kind of figure out where it was, and we were actually going to get the gray cat buggies out and kind of drive around. And well, a couple of us kind of got a little impatient when we were arriving, I guess, because we thought that we would be able to drive off of the ramp, which in a lot of cases you're able to do so. But for some reason it glitched out on us, and when we drove off the ramp of the ship that we were riding in, the gray cats just exploded. And so two of us, myself included, lost our buggy, so we weren't really able to like actually practice like what we were really going to do. And so, you know, honestly, that's something I could do right now is load up a gray cat and actually go over there and then test it out and stuff. But I'll probably leave that for the next one, actually, because it is getting kind of late. But I'll do a couple of bounty missions or something to finish this video out. But yeah, things just kind of went south after that. And then Scott and I, his gray cat buggy was there, so I kind of rode with him. And he was kind of showing me the track or route that he kind of came up with. And we ended up driving on this Orison station or Orison platform or whatever. And there's parts of it that don't, like, it renders in the visual of it, but it's not actually there, so you can drive through it kind of thing. And he started to drive through this ramp. And, like, I guess on the other side of this ramp, there was this light that was actually there. And he runs into it, breaks off the wheel, and the both of us fly off the edge of that platform, and we ended up dying, of course. But it was a great blast. It was pretty hilarious. Definitely should have recorded that, but we definitely did not, and it's sad now. But that's okay though. Let's see here. Let's see what kind of mission we can do real quick. Call to arms. Definitely want to accept that. I've got a bounty trial. I guess I could start working on my bounties here in ArcCorp area. That'd be something good because I don't have like any reputation here. So yeah, we'll just do that real quick. Yeah, like that. It was a pretty funny moment. Trying to scramble around and all that stuff. All right, I need to go to Lyria. Hey, you're going back to the site of the event. Oh, I guess I need to head to Wayla first. Work with me. There we go. I'll just go to Wayla first. That's kind of far. Goodness. Even for a moon. Within Star Citizen, I should say. Oh, where am I going? That is not the direction I picked. Kind of glitched out there. There we go. Now I can go there. My quantum travel is a little buggy today. Goodness. Yeah, I'm kind of crazy for doing this in my Cutlass. I might have my arrow stored at ARCL1. I think I did store it there. I mean, I could claim it anywhere, but I think that's where I actually stored it. I could be wrong. Oh, it's probably gonna be on the dark side. Almost like 90% of these bounty missions that I do always seem to be on the dark sides of the moons. Excuse me. Humboldt. Hey, this one's actually pretty close. And it's not too terribly far on the dark side. It's like on the... There's like plenty of light, actually. Hey, how's it going, Tegan? Welcome, man. How are you doing today? Ah, man, my missile glitched out. Oh, I guess I have distortions on this. Is that what the sledges are? Yeah, this is not not really a combat fighting ship.
Shit.
All right. Boom. Oh, it's always satisfying when the kill is with the missile. I don't do that very often. Good, how about... I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Most of this stream was basically doing payouts because we have an organization in our little community here, and you're more than welcome to join it if you have Star Citizen, of course. And we recently did an organization event, and I say organization event. A lot of our organization events are actually available for really anybody to hop in and join us on. It's not necessarily exclusive. We might have a couple of exclusive ones in the future, but for the most part, most of them will be available to anybody. But in terms of that, yeah, we just had an event. It was a Prospector mining event where the goal was to mine as much Quantanium as possible, and we also refined it once we were done, and we recently were able to cash in on all of the Quantanium that we earned on that event, and we were able to total it all up, and I actually spent like a good chunk of this stream paying it out to everybody. So, but that was the main point of this stream, was to kind of follow up on that, and then we're gonna do a couple of bounty missions and then call it a night. But you're more than welcome to watch some of my other streams, or you're more than welcome to go back into this video if you'd like to get caught up on things. But yeah, I do appreciate you stopping by, man. You wish the game was on console? Looks fun. Oh man, absolutely. I have a blast with this game. The only thing that makes me hesitant to allow the, I say allow, I don't have any kind of authority over that. I really don't really want them to port it over to console, just because then they have to kind of make it, they're gonna have to optimize it for the console, which means it might affect PC and all that stuff. So I don't know how viable that is, but I do agree though. It would be pretty awesome if it was available for console players, because then that's just a broader audience for the game. But let's see here. Yeah, we'll do a couple of these blackjacks. What was I getting at? But yeah, no, I have a blast with this game. It's really, there's a lot of different things. If you're just new to Star Citizen, you would play this game a lot. Oh, yeah, I definitely highly recommend it. So if you're ever able to get yourself a PC, I definitely recommend buying this game. I mean, just look at the pure beauty of this thing. It's so beautiful. So there's that, and then like you have ship combat. You have like you can get out of your ship and walk around. You can have guns and and do FPS combat. You can go mining. You can explore. You can bounty hunt. You can be a medic. You can. There's just so much to go over. If you're new to it, welcome, man. I do welcome you into the Star Citizen community, and I hope you enjoy what we're doing here, I suppose. But we're gonna hop back in and then go after this bounty. Right now, bounty hunters aren't fully fleshed out in terms of how the system is. Right now, it's kind of basically just an assassination mission. You just go find a target, take them out. But in the future, they do plan on adding more in-depth functionality to bounty hunting, where you can actually capture a bounty and actually take them alive to wherever it is that the bounty is supposed to go, which I think is probably prison. And that once that system comes online, it's gonna be really cool to bounty hunt and stuff. It like Space Engineers. Yeah, I could see that. I've heard of Space Engineers, but there's really no building. You can't like build anything, at least not yet. They are gonna have like homesteading, and like colonialism and all whatever they call it there, where eventually the idea, I suppose, is you're gonna in this whole map on each planet that you can go to, you're going to be able to purchase some land within the game, and that land is your land, like out of the entire universe, like in the entire player base. Like from what I understand, that land is going to be your land, and on that land you're going to be able to plop down like a homestead, or you might be able to set up maybe a player created city if you can get a lot of your friends involved, and they buy the plots next to your plot and all that stuff, and so on and so forth. But you can eventually kind of develop this area, but that's not in yet. There's still a lot of core tech that we're kind of waiting on before we get to that level of complexity within the game. They call it server meshing. Is basically the core tech that's supposedly supposed to make this all reality. Let me figure out where I'm supposed to go here. Let's go to the pit. Space Engineers on steroids, but no ship building in that. Yeah, like there's no like building of any sort within the game just yet. But once server meshing comes online, and one of the future updates will then be homesteading and all that stuff. It's gonna be cool. I hope CIG is able to deliver on that promise. If they're not able to, it's not a big deal to me. Like, the game is already super fun as is. It's just kind of a bonus that they add stuff over time. So it is nice. It's great to be super excited about the future of Star Citizen, but at the same time, it's also just as great to sit back and enjoy what it is rather than what it isn't. Can't wait to see more updates to this game in Star Citizen 2. The land claim size that CIG sold was a 4 kilometer by 4 kilometer plot. Oh, nice. That's kind of neat when it comes out. The second game CIG is creating is a solo game called Squadron 42. Yeah, and it basically it takes place within the same universe as Star Citizen, but it is a solo player experience. Where they're not gonna have to worry about like servers and all that stuff, because it'll have like a rich story, and there's like heavy hitting actors in that as well. That's gonna be interesting, and I hope they pull it off really nicely. But I mean, they've got like actors like Mark Hamill, who played Luke Skywalker. What's his name? He played Commissioner Gordon on the Batman or Dark Knight trilogy. What is his name? It escaped me. One of Indiana Jones's friends, as well. That the actor who plays one of Indiana Jones's friends. I can't remember his name either. I say they're well known, but then I'm blanking on their names. But I like lots of really nice actors. I mean, there's even a bunch more of faces that I recognize and all that stuff. Oh, Henry Cavill. That's another one. He played Superman in Man of Steel. He's gonna be a voice actor for the Squadron 42. Or he is actually. I mean, they've already done that aspect of the game. Boom. Where is this guy? There he is.
Son of a bitch.
Watch your language. When it comes to shooting and talking at the same time, I am not the greatest at it, so I do apologize for not talking during this part. Oh, that was a misfire. What? Oh, this is an eclipse. Okay. I am not the greatest at this combat. There we go. Woo! Gary Oldman, that's the guy. Yeah, that's. Thank you, Scott. That what makes this game fun, playing with others. You like how No Man's Sky is almost like this game? Yeah, No Man's Sky, like, it is cool and all, and it definitely piqued my interest. But the thing that was kind of a big turnoff, and it's kind of a silly one, but I'm sure it's a really fun game, and I'm sure I would have a blast. And who knows, maybe I might play it and maybe even cover it, do like a walkthrough of it. But it's just very cartoony. Like, the thing that's cool about Star Citizen is it's like realistic, like type stuff, and that's, I think, what I like about it. But I would probably really enjoy No Man's Sky, but in terms of like the planet to planet gameplay, like that's something that really drew me into Star Citizen, and so that's one aspect of No Man's Sky that I'd probably really like. Blow It Up, John Rhys Davies. Yeah, that guy from Indiana Jones movies. Yeah, he's been in a lot of things as well. But I always remember him as Indiana Jones's friend from the Indiana Jones movies. But he's definitely been in a bunch of other things. There's a couple of female actors that I noticed, but I don't know who they are. Female actresses. But apparently they're pretty well known as well. I'm not certain on. Let's see, who else am I missing out? There's a... Oh man, shame on me for like not know. Oh, here's a good example of who he's played. Not the greatest example, but the British actor who played Sinestro on the Green Lantern, the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie, the one that everybody hated. I didn't mind the Green Lantern movie, Ryan Reynolds. I'm not the biggest Ryan Reynolds fan, but I think he did pretty decent at being a good Hal Jordan. But in terms of the guy who played the purple dude who eventually dons the yellow ring at the end credits or whatever. Gillian Anderson from X-Files. Is that who's also the Sinestro guy? From the X-Files? Did he play on that as well? I've never seen the X-Files. Andy Serkis Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Oh yeah, I do vaguely remember seeing him like in the trailers. Yeah. If they better no, it's not gonna make or break the game for me, but I think it'd be hilarious if they somehow reference Gollum Smeagol somehow, some way, through his character. I always find that funny whenever shows or movies do callbacks to actors' previous performances and stuff like that. The Crystal Skull is your favorite. Oh, the Crystal Skull is your favorite Indiana Jones movie? I liked it. From what I understand, a lot of Indiana Jones fans didn't seem to like Crystal Skull. I found somewhat of an enjoyment in that one, but I do like the original trilogy first and foremost. I think it was really good. Great story. But I did still like the Crystal Skull quite a bit, and I liked Shia LaBeouf as his spoiler alert as his son, who I guess was technically supposed to take the mantle of Indiana Jones, but that I don't think that's going to amount to that ever. Doesn't sound like it, at least. But I do think they are doing another Indiana Jones movie, from what I've heard. So that'd be interesting. He does all the Vandal characters. Oh, really? That'd be interesting. So, can we expect the Vandals to sound like Smeagol? That would be... like, I mean, I guess he might have other sinister voices that he could probably come up with utilizing that kind of template, or maybe he has something completely different that he's able to do. But when I think of the Vandal, I think of somebody who's going to have like this deep voice whenever I see like pictures and images of the Vandal. which for those of you who may not know, the Vandal is one of the alien races within Star Citizen. They're not currently in the game yet, but there is lore that you can find out about them on the Galactopedia. That is on the RSI website, and they have like images of them as well, and concept art and all that good stuff about what the Vandal looks like. There's also other, there's other like alien creatures like the Banu and the Xi'an, and the Vandal is another one, and the Tavaran is another one, I believe. I think I'm missing one maybe, but some of those are actually good aliens, and then a couple of them are hostile as well. Yeah, according to Scott, he says that they're the main baddies for Squadron 42. But anyways, I think this is a good spot to end this video. I definitely need to get to bed because I got to get up early in the morning. I got to wake up at like 4:30. So definitely we'll go ahead and end this video. But if you've hung out long enough in any of my videos, you know that I ramble on a lot in my outros. So and I'm already kind of doing that right now as well. So but I do appreciate you guys stopping by. Imagine Larry the Cable Guy. That would be kind of an interesting character. I wonder what they would do with him. I would totally be for that. It'd be a funny character, I think. But no, I do appreciate you guys stopping by, and I hope this was entertaining. It was more of an informational video, more so than really combat related. But I think we did cover some pretty interesting stuff. I hope, at least, in today's video. But definitely in the next one, I think what we're gonna do is actually kind of do a little prep work for the race. And then after I do that, I'm going to really focus a lot of attention on grinding some AUEC. So I probably will do some of the easy 5-minute missions, like the halt illegal surveillance ones, because those take like 5 minutes a piece and you get 20,000 AUEC. So I might do quite a bit of that. I haven't done those in a while. And so I should get back to doing that. But I'll also do like bunker missions. Those yield pretty good profits as well, and just kind of change it up. But I definitely need to get going with that, so that way I can contribute to the racing prize pool. So, but that'll be in the next couple of episodes. But the next one will probably be focused on getting set up for the race. I just want to kind of get a feel for the location that we're going to be racing at, and maybe suggest how the route should be and that sort of thing. Yeah, Scott, man, and thank you too for hanging out and watching. I really do appreciate you coming out as well. But yeah, that goes for everybody for coming out and hopping in and watching. And I hope it was a good time for you guys, and I hope you guys did enjoy this. And if you're new to this channel, which sounds like Tegan, you are, I usually post. I try to almost every day. There are exceptions, of course. There are days where I just don't feel like either playing Star Citizen at all, or I don't stream every time I play. But I try to stream probably 3 to 4 days out of the week, maybe. And so at that point, yeah, either the next one will be tomorrow, or maybe it probably won't be Wednesdays. Wednesdays will be kind of crowded for me in terms of scheduling now, but if not tomorrow and not Wednesday, there would probably be one on Thursday and maybe even one on Friday and maybe even Saturday this time. So I don't know. We'll figure that out. But if I do stream, my streams will usually be around 5:30 U.S. Central Time. And yeah. And so if you're interested in like being notified of all that, I definitely do recommend subscribing if you haven't already. That way you can be notified of when these go live, and then you can hop in and join in on the conversations and stuff like that. So hey, you too, you as well, Tegan. Once again, thanks for stopping by, buddy. You take care, man. And yeah, I think with that, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. So once again, thank you all, and you guys all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye.